Today we are going to finish our Anansi the Spider. So last time we did the background, we're going to finish up on that today, and then we'll add our spider and the spider's 8 legs. So we'll work on that and finish it, and then you can take it home today. So this is what you worked on last time. Remember, we started off with our polygon, then we drew a line from every corner. So every time the angle or the line changed, we drew a line off the page. Then we drew, wherever there's a line here, we drew another line here, and then here, here. So we went all the way to the edge of the paper. And then the final step was to add these patterns or lines. So we had straight lines. I had straight lines going one direction, another direction. I have loopy lines, curvy lines, bumpy lines. We could have zigzag lines, okay? And you're gonna have lines in most of the spaces, but it's okay to leave a space free, as long as there's not 2 spaces. So right here and here, that's 2 spaces free, so I need to draw another line in there. This is 2 spaces, so I can do one here, as long as it's not 2 side by side. Okay, check in here, there's 1. Clear over here, so maybe I'll have more straight lines. I'm good in this section, and I'm good in that section, so I'm good to go. So I'm ready to move on to my spider. So my background's ready. I'm gonna set that aside. Then I'm gonna get a small little paper like this, and that is where I'm gonna trace my body and the head on, okay? So they'll fit onto the paper. So if somebody has a head, just as long as when you place the body, you place it on the edge, kind of at a corner even, then you're gonna know you're gonna fit it in there. If you place it in the middle, you're not gonna have room. So always make sure when you're tracing, you trace it in the corner. And then I'll do the same thing here. So you have a big and a little piece, okay? And I'll set that aside or share with a friend. Then we're going to cut it out. So I've got one that's a little farther along. So when you cut, make sure the scissors are always pointing away from you. And notice how my left hand is turning the paper. Then I open it wide, press my fingers down or together, open wide, pressing my fingers together, and it's just kind of eating the paper. Okay, and this would go into the trash. So I've got my 2 pieces and I've got my paper. So now I'm ready to glue on my Anansi the Spider. So when I decide where I want it to be, I mean, it could be anywhere. Spiders can be kind of at the edge of the web, middle, wherever you want. And then we're gonna use glue. And we're gonna share the glue sticks with our neighbors. So you just dip the glue in, you don't need a lot. See how I kind of let it drip? I can kind of turn it. And that one should actually get both of mine. Yep, that's plenty. You don't need a ton of glue. Okay, just enough that it sticks. Oops, I wrote my name on that. That's okay. So I'm gonna turn it here, wherever I want it to be. And then my head, I'm just going to slightly overlap it, okay? I'll hopefully erase all that later. Okay, so I overlap it. Then we're going to use, oops, where are we at? Oil pastels. So I'm gonna start with the white oil pastel for the spider. So I'm gonna grab a white, and I'm gonna decide where I want it. So I just want the white on one side, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of draw a little curve here, and a little curve there. If you wanna draw spider eyes, you can totally do that. Then I'm gonna put that back, and I'm gonna get a black, and this is for the legs. So if you want to, so you make sure you have enough legs, you can start off drawing with pencil first, okay? But one thing I want you to notice is the legs are not gonna come from the head, they're gonna come from the body, okay? So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's just the start of my spider legs, okay? So spiders have 8 legs, so I have 4 on either side of the body, not the head. Then I can take this, I can make it a little wider, Then I'm gonna make another little line down. So it looks like my spider is sitting on the web. And I'm gonna make mine a little bit wider at the body. Just same thing on the side, kind of bend it down. So you already have this line, and then you're taking the second line and just kind of angling it down. And like I said, if you feel more comfortable doing this with pencil first, then that is fine. And you can leave it like that. If you want to have a little part here, kind of angle upward too, to give it even added spider-like, design, that's totally fine. Okay, so then I make sure I always put that back when I'm finished with it. So then we have Anansi the Spider on my web, and we first drew the body and the head, and making sure we drew them in the corners. We had room for both on the page. We cut them out. We just put a little bit of glue on either just so they stick. And then I took a white oil pastel on one side. If you want to draw eyes, you can. And then the black oil pastel, I just did 1, 2, 3, 4 from that side of the body. 1, 2, 3, 4 from this side of the body. Then I added that other angled line below to make it look like my spider was standing. And that is it.